Hey, what's going on guys? Joseph White here, and you're watching another J-Dub Twins video. Today I wanted to go over the paddle shifters and do a bit of a tutorial on how the paddle shifters work. I've received quite a few comments in the comments section of the channel of people asking about a little bit more of the ins and outs on how the paddle shifters function. Today I don't want to take too much of your time, but I do want to do a quick video on exactly how the paddle shifters work, so let's get after it. So those of you keeping up with the channel know that I have a 2020 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack Widebody, and this Scat Pack is outfitted with the ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. It's a very efficient transmission, quick shifting. I put my foot down and it selects the most optimal gear to be in, and we take off. So it's a lot of fun. However, if I want to have a little more control over the way this vehicle shifts, if I want to have more involvement with the functionality of the vehicle, I do have the option to utilize the paddle shifters. These paddle shifters will allow me to select which gear I want to be in, and it just has a little bit more inclusivity, and you just feel a little more involved with the vehicle, and that's a lot of fun. I know a lot of people that buy manual Challengers, they get the manual gearbox because they want to feel like they are one with the vehicle, and I understand that and I respect that a lot. But however, for those of you who are on the fence, I would have to say that this automatic transmission also is a lot of fun, and in my opinion it is the best of both worlds. And we can debate that all day. Anyways, moving on. So utilizing the paddle shifters, you have the option to turn them on or off, and that is through your SRT dashboard. When you have the vehicle in track and sport, you have to have the paddle shifters on. You have the option in your custom and auto modes to turn the paddle shifters on or off. So if you go into your custom mode, custom setup, paddle shifters on, paddle shifters off. So you have that option. Now, when you have the paddle shifters off, you can press these things all day, nothing will happen. It'll say paddle shifting disabled. Okay? Now, when you have the paddle shifters on, it does not mean that you have to use the paddle shifters to change your gears. The automatic transmission is going to shift your gears, but when you have the paddle shifters on, that just means you have the option to use them if you want to. So just because I have the paddle shifter option to on doesn't mean I need to press the paddle shifters in order to shift into the next gears. It just means that I have the option to manually shift if I want to. So right now the driving mode is in D, right? The automatic transmission is taking over. And if I want to downshift now manually, I can press the left paddle, which is the downshift paddle. So we'll just do it right now. Downshift, 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 accelerate, upshift, upshift. And if I want to go back into the regular drive mode, the automatic transmission, I just hold down the up paddle button and it goes back to D. Okay? Now, the automatic transmission will take back over if I'm utilizing the paddle shifters if I stay cruising for a certain amount of time. So let's just say, I downshift, accelerate, upshift, upshift. Now let's say we're in the 7th gear right now, and we're gonna stay there for a minute. And roughly between 20 to 30 seconds, if you stay in this gear, the automatic transmission will take back over, and that 7 will turn back into a D. So let's just keep our eye on it for a second. There it goes. So turn back to the D. So now, if I slow down or speed up, it's already selecting the gears for me again. However, if I physically shift the shift knob to the left into the manual drive mode, I then have to manually shift the gears either through the pedals or the shift knob. So let's just do it right now. It went left. So now we're in 7th gear here, and it'll say M next to it too for manual, meaning that it won't automatically upshift, and I'll have to downshift as well. I will say this, even if I am not in this mode, let's turn it back to regular drive, and then I utilize the paddle shifters, the vehicle will not automatically upshift for you. You have to upshift. And I found that out the hard way a couple of times, and I'm not going to show you or demonstrate that to you guys now. You know, obviously I don't want to damage the transmission or anything like that, but I will give you that warning. Anyways, let's go back to the manual real fast. So we're in the manual mode here, and you push up on the stick to shift down, you pull down on the stick to shift up. So let me just show you here. So you can use both paddle shifters and the shift knob here to go through those gears. And like I said, if you hold up on the paddle shifter here, it's not going to automatically go back into drive. You have to physically push this thing back to the right. So honestly, that's pretty much the ins and the outs of the paddle shifters. It's a lot of fun, if you ask me. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, to me, it's the best of both worlds. I have the option if I want to. You know, like let's use the paddle shifters here. Let's loop back around and get back on the highway here, and we'll use the paddle shifters. But yeah, I think it's so much fun. Into the manual settings here. So yeah, you can downshift. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to show that to you guys, go in a little more detail about how the paddle shifters work. Like I said, when you have it on, it does not mean you have to use them. Also, a big thing is, if you are using the paddle shifters, the vehicle will not automatically upshift for you. So you have to make sure you're doing that you're not like redlining it and keeping it stuck in redline. If you have it in manual, you have to shift through all the gears until you bring it back to the regular drive mode, okay? In order to activate the paddle shifters, you can press upshift. It says manual mode engaged, hold the plus paddle to exit, and you do that, and that's how you exit it. So, bottom line up front, long story short, for those of you that want that quick hot wash, that quick rundown. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it answered some questions. Please stay tuned for the next JW Twins video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thanks, guys.